Hi, welcome to Forgotten Curiosities. I'm Pooja, and I love to make stuff. I love to dive straight in to a new craft or mix up a bunch of different skills that I have to make something that is absolutely perfect and weird and just for me. So if you like that as well, you're in the perfect place. Today, I'm going to be making my own personal magic mirror. I found this great mirror on OfferUp. It had a really cool shape and it was a great size. I had also just bought like a tiny dresser to replace my vanity, and it's literally the exact perfect size to go on top of it. But it's this weird, like dingy, gross beige, and can't have that. So I decided to clean it up, give it a paint job, and do a little magical mirror makeover a la Disney Snow White. Let's get into it. Okay, so you can kind of see this awesome mirror. It's so big, but it is also incredibly light, which is fantastic for actually being able to hang it up and all of that. But this kind of color scheme, or lack thereof, it's not really my bag. So I'm just gonna do a quick little refresh on it and hopefully get some of these cute little details to pop out a little bit. But first of all, it needs cleaned because it's super, super dusty. I've got like a degreaser and just some vinegar water. We'll see how this goes. Because the idea is I just want to have it as clean as possible before I get started with everything else.
I really was very optimistic about how long it was going to take me to clean this whole mirror out and get it painted. And it was just going to be fun times. Spoiler alert. Things end up going a little sideways. I really enjoyed this mirror. When I started looking for a mirror to go with the new vanity, I wasn't originally looking for anything super ornate or super large, but I was scrolling through all the different places where I could buy secondhand furniture, and this mirror came up and I knew I had to have it. It looked amazing. And as soon as I saw it in person, I was like, Snow White.
This was a good choice. Cleaning was a good choice, as it, I guess, usually is in life. But there are all kinds of little nooks and crannies on this thing because of the design, and I need to be able to get those clean as well. There's a lot of like gunk in them that I do not want to keep when I paint this. And so I'm just going to go grab a toothbrush or some kind of bristly cleaning thing in order to get that stuff all out too. Okay, back with toothbrush. Let's hope this works. Oh yeah. There's just so many little corners. And it looks like whoever painted this last time didn't care so much about the dirt being in them as I do.
The toothbrush was an excellent choice here. It really helped me get into all the little dips and divots, and rather than going with like a larger scrubby brush, I could get into the corners and stuff too. Although it did end up taking me longer than I thought it would, which I guess is the nature of crafting projects. I don't think I've ever worked on anything that took me the original stated amount of time. It's kind of like when you're cooking a recipe for the first time that you found online. It's like, time needed, 20 minutes. And by the time you've chopped up all the vegetables, 20 minutes are gone.
So it appears that the degreaser is also working kind of as a paint stripper. That's whatever paint job somebody did on this is just coming right off, which is interesting. Also, I feel like this mirror was a lot more interesting before they put like the beigest of browns on it. There's actually kind of an interesting like black and gold thing going on underneath, which I doubt will change like my ideas for what I want to do with this, but
I wanted to give y'all a little close up of the kind of transformation that was happening as I cleaned it. I guess I originally just thought it was really, really dirty, but it's obvious that it had a completely different paint job underneath the coat of tan. It looks like I used like the most degreaser, but it was just really, really foamy.
So totally wild, but every time I take a swipe, like spray a bit of degreaser, give it a little rub, like more of the brown paint comes off, and it is the kind of like dry brush gold on black that I showed y'all before. And I'm nowhere near done because there are all kinds of like little nooks and crannies, and I really just want to be able to get it in there so that I can see the state that it is in. But I'm also not super enthusiastic with this like rustic dry brush look. So I'm definitely going to be doing some more to it after I finish this cleanup. And we'll see how it looks at that point. Okay, so quick update. I washed everything off. I ended up going back in like with this skewer to get everything in the little corners, to get everything nice. I took it outside, sprayed it down, I hosed it off, I let it dry, and then I was really excited about it. So I ended up taking the sander to it. Just to see if it would be like super easy to take everything off and like really get in there. But it turns out it's a giant pain. This coat has like the weird, I don't know, like green underlayer. And I ended up like, I'll put a little insert here, but like with the orbital sander, like I had to go so hard to get that layer off. Like the upper portions would actually like, it would take those down like really far before everything else. And it was just, I was going to be a giant pain, and I was definitely going to like ruin some of these like round, lovely curves that it's got. So what I'm going to do instead is actually just hit it with like sheet sandpaper, get in all those little crevices and give it like a good scuff up so that way I can put a new color on top of it. And I think that that'll look really nice. and I will see y'all again when I actually have that done.
YouTube, meet Salvador. He didn't actually meow. It was just like him smacking his mouth.
Okay, so the mirror frame is all nice and spray painted, and I left it for a bit to really let the paint set because I knew I wanted to paint over it and also put some more blue tape on, which I did not film because no one needs to see me stick down, pull up, and then stick down blue tape again 17 times in order to get the perfect edge. I'm happy with how like the base coat is, but obviously the plain dark brown is not the look that we're going for here. So have some gold paint, the Lumiere by Jacquard, and also this craftwork that I got from like Michael's or something. And then a bunch of different brushes. And I'm gonna go in and work in all like the little detail areas, and we'll see where it goes from there.
This is another place where I was wildly optimistic about how long this was going to take me, but the entire process of getting all the details painted on and making sure that the coats were even and everything looked good was actually really meditative, so I had a great time doing it. I won't force you to watch me put 3 to 4 coats of the gold paint on to cover all of the brown. Trust.
I do have to say that I am super happy with how this is going. I decided to add a little bit of color, give it a little bit more of that, you know. Let's be real. It's as close as I can get on this mirror to the Snow White magic mirror. Because this is going to be the mirror on my wall. But while I was at the Michael's, I found this stuff. Dragonfly glaze. And I'm really excited because I was thinking the wood, it's fine, it's nice, whatever, but it kind of looks flat, especially in comparison to all the other metallic details. So I am going to be adding some of this, and I think that will be the final touch.
I'm really happy with how this mirror came out. I love the shininess, I love the colors, I love how it evokes the Snow White mirror without going over the top with it. The color change top coat was more just purple than color change, but I really like it regardless. That's all for this project. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Old beige brown mirror. Oh, hi, Salvador. Hi. Merp. Today I'm going to be revamping a fit for everywhere, all the time. Oh, hello. Salvador has come to grace us with his presence as well. Now, please do not attempt to eat the cleaning supplies, baby.